Hey guys, welcome to video 215, and this video is a continuation of our discussion on extroversion, introversion, and temperament, and how you don't have to let those limit you. But hold on, let's start from the origins. Now, if you've ever read about temperament, the four temperaments are sanguine, choleric, melancholic, and phlegmatic. So I'm going to say that again: sanguine, choleric, melancholic, and phlegmatic. And this was first proposed by ancient Greek physician Hippocrates. Now, he proposed that all of these temperaments for humans, he didn't call them temperaments at that time. He only discovered them as a form of Greek study called that dwells on humus, which are the four body fluids. And those four body fluids are blood, yellow bile, black bile, and phloem. And these body fluids were what he associated to being the source of control of how people reacted to situations and just generally their physiological makeup. In several years later, someone called Galen came and built upon that studies, and then he was the one that described and channeled those blood fluid into the four temperaments. So let's go over it now. So the first one, blood, was equated to sanguine. The second one, yellow bile, was equated to choleric. The third one, black bile, was equated to melancholic, and the fourth one, phlegm, is where you get phlegmatic from. Now, while this is no longer medically approved as a way to determine how people come to have certain psychological reactions to situations, it is important to know it. I mean, one of the things I always campaign for is do not be tied to say, oh, I'm melancholic, so I'll always be sad or I'll always be like this. No, 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 no. Your purpose, your mission, your assignment given to you is more important than any of the psychological factors. And mind you, in the ancient Greek period, the people who discovered this were physicians. However, in modern times, these are no longer recognized as medically true tests. Rather, they are theories, and they are now seen as psychological ways to understand human behavior. While new research has shown that the behavior of people goes beyond how their blood fluid affects them, but also ties to parental background, how they grew up, the environment they grew up in, and certain exposures they've had over the years, including the temperament of their primary caregiver. So, something that's important for you to know is that whether you consider yourself sanguine, choleric, melancholic, or phlegmatic, none of this has to be a barrier to doing what you need to do, and you can always learn and unlearn. If you found this helpful, share this video with someone who needs to break out of being held back by their temperament. Also, I recommend the book for you to read by Tim Lai, Spirit Control Temperament. See you in the next video.